The fitness guru mindset won't help you in Venezuela. Today we discuss.
Welcome to Venezuela Insider, the only place in Venezuela for expats, digital nomads, entrepreneurs, investors, travelers, and related internationals. For more information, venezuelainsider.com.
When we talk about the quote-unquote fitness guru mindset, we talk about this trend we see right now with a bunch of quote-unquote influencers like Jocko Willick and David Goggins and Andrew Hofferman. And there are a bunch of others. They're huge right now, and they sell their courses and they create content and that kind of thing. And basically it consists that if you have these extreme habits, waking up very early and take cold showers and take the cold plunges and working out a lot, and and also some of them combine them with military mindset, how the Marines, how the Navy SEALs train, that kind of thing. I mean, it's very cool, very cool. I mean, nothing against that. Actually, I like a lot Andrew Hoverman. I listen to his podcast and his things once in a while, and actually, and I follow just for fun some of these guys. And some of these particular influencers combine it with, of course, entrepreneurship and investing, and also because if you have kick-ass habits and that kind of thing, combining physical fitness with, of course, entrepreneurship and that kind of thing, you can have a tremendous life and that kind of thing. That's kind of the promise and why this particular, mindset, fitness guru mindset, is very popular in, all over the world. And you see, of course, these particular gurus and these particular influencers have a bunch of quote-unquote groupies. People that work out a lot, they are gym rats, and, just live, bro, and that kind of thing. And by the way, nothing against that. But today, I'm going to explain why that particular mindset is pretty much useless in Venezuela. First, I have to give the disclaimer that actually nothing against this particular, mindset and vibe. And actually, on a lesser degree, I have it. And actually, years ago, actually, I was on this kind of thing. I wake up early in order to go to the gym, and I did the meal prep and the protein shake and all of those things. So I've been there, done that. Now, afterwards, I just keep it down a notch. I still, work out and hike and that kind of thing. I don't do meal preps or anything like that. Believe me, don't follow health advice from me. And I only take cold showers when my water heater breaks down. Now, let's discuss why this particular mindset is not gonna help you at all in Venezuela. The first thing, and I mentioned this a bunch of times, but it's very important, is status. Remember, first, yet again, we have to talk about the Gini coefficient, the wealth inequality that we have in Venezuela. So the Venezuelan society is very asymmetric. Just a handful of people have most of the wealth, and it's pretty much just a handful of people are the stakeholders here in the country, regardless of what you're doing. If you're investing, if you want to do networking and all that kind of cool stuff. And also regarding dating, but I'm going to leave the dating part for the last. But basically, here in Venezuela, what the society rewards is not your effort, is not your mindset, is not your skills, and is not what you do, is what do you have at the end of the day. I mentioned this a bunch of times that most of the rich people and successful people in Venezuela are not people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, people like that. And well, on this particular case, for the sake of the conversation, they are not David Goggins, they are not Jocko Willick, or any particular of those individuals. Are people that they have it, yes or no, and that's it. If you are financially successful, regardless of how you got it, that's the main point. If you got it, cool for you. The society will reward you. If you don't, nobody cares if you wake up early and hustle and grind and go to the gym and take cold plunges and do the meal prep. Nobody cares. Now, I'm not saying, and if you are watching this and you are a gym rat and you do the meal prep and you work out a lot, I'm not saying that is not a bad thing. It's actually a very good thing and actually good for you. And if you have the result of accomplishing that, so it's better to be, ripped and be, muscular and that kind of thing. If that's your thing, and let's say you fit on this particular profile, very good for you. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's actually a good thing. In Venezuela, since most, not all, but most of the population are very, live on very precarious situations regarding making ends meet, so it's very hard for most people. So people have a lot of problems, a lot of things that they have to figure out, and doing fitness is not necessarily their priority. So the second kind, that is the rich kids. Usually people, of course, they are rich kids, so they don't have that much responsibility regarding making ends meet or any that kind of thing. So they take that quote-unquote free time and they go to the gym and take steroids and that kind of thing. And actually some of them try to become fitness gurus of their own. Talk about the women. There is a handful, a very significant cohort of women that they are in fitness. And of course they look pretty good, and also they are beautiful, and they combine it with, of course, that particular thing that Venezuelan women have. They know how to take care of themselves regarding their hair and the makeup and the outfit and the kind of thing. And of course, it combines very well with a fitness life. Now, the issue with women is that women actually get rewarded in Venezuelan society for looking good. The better that you look here in Venezuela as a female is going to give you better results. You're going to have access first to better jobs that are pretty much harder to combine, to a lot of opportunities, the most high status eligible bachelors. You have a better shot with them. And some of these women, as in a cohort, they incur in a way of the oldest profession, creating content, spicy content, that kind of thing, and other things, that are, under the table. Basically, women can monetize their physical appearance, if it's a good appearance, of course, so they are more motivated in order to embrace this particular lifestyle. Now, this particular lifestyle regarding females is going to improve just with the results, not with the mindset or their habits or any kind of thing. That is not going to be appealing. If you look good, you are going to get the results. If you don't look as good, doesn't matter if you are good on fitness or not, you are not going to get the results, period. And for instance, let's talk about, Venezuelan fitness guru, probably the most famous fitness guru here. Her name is Sasha Fitness. It's girl here, and if you're Venezuelan, you already know her. She's like not only a celebrity, she's like an institution. But I believe that she doesn't live in the country right now, but I mean, that's for another thing. Now, Sasha got very famous here on the country, and of course, she looks pretty good. She's very fit, she's very athletic, she works out a lot, and even she has won a few competitions on fitness and that kind of thing. Okay, anyways. And also she creates a lot of content providing value on this particular thing, the meal preps and the physical routines and the exercises and that kind of thing. However, that's not the reason why Sacha Fitness is famous here in the country. Yet again, Sacha is famous because she has status. She lives an aspirational life that most women here in Venezuela want to replicate. And basically, that's why they watch it on the first place. It's not like they are training or doing anything like that, just as Sacha does, because they want to improve their mindset. No, that's not the case. First, Sacha is beautiful, regardless if she has the fitness body or not. She's skinny, she is Caucasian, she's blonde, she comes from a good family, she married young with a high value man that is very successful and fairly good looking, and also she has beautiful children as well. So basically that's why she is famous. It's not the fitness part, it's the status part, why she is so famous and popular in Venezuela. And I don't want to take the credit of Sasha because actually she's very, very good on what she does regarding creating content and also giving tips and information, providing value. And also she has some fitness products that are very popular here in the country indeed. But the main point is not thanks to the fitness, is thanks to the status that comes with her particular looks that she is famous in Venezuela on the first place. Let's address two things in Venezuela typically associated with the fitness guru mindset. First, business, entrepreneurship, and hustling, and I work very hard, and la la la, and that kind of thing. Well, if you come here and you have this particular mindset, and the mindset is the only thing that you have to provide for, let's say, a Venezuelan contact and business partner or something like that, that is not going to help you at all. They don't give an effing F. Most issues first, most rich people here in Venezuela, they are not fit, they are not, physically very good. Usually they are old, and even the rich kids are old, they are fat, something like that. There are a handful of them that are very good looking. I'm not saying not like this. Some of them are silver foxes. And of course, you have some rich kids, a third generation rich kid that actually is very good looking and has, the assets and that kind of thing. So, but if you come here, you're going to impress a business contact or something like that, just because you are a fitness guy, you're a guru guy, and you hustle, that nobody cares. Remember, here in Venezuela, it's about status. It's not what you do, it's what you have. And I know that most of you don't like it because it's very different compared to the US and other places in Western nations, but it is what it is. Don't shoot the messenger. The second thing is regarding dating. Being a fitness guy and that kind of thing is going to help you with dating. It is a double-edged sword. Of course, the more good-looking that you have a better shot in dating. Very good on that. However, here in Venezuela, yet again, is status. So on the financial, we already covered the financial side. So it's better to be ugly with a good financial side than being good looking with a bad financial side. And however, regarding your looks, let's talk just about the looks. What I'm seeing right now, women here, when the looks, there is a particular look that women associate here in Venezuela compared to status. And usually it's a particular guy that usually is like an Italian descendant or a Middle Eastern descendant, something about that. So a Mediterranean look that most likely is tall, doesn't have to be tall, but usually like that. So it's a Caucasian with a particular kind of beard or like a particular haircut. Usually, so it's hard to explain because you have to leave it here. Usually a European, Caucasian-looking guy that has certain face structure, and of course, regarding fitness, could be ripped or it could be skinny, something like that. Even could be a little bit fat, with a little bit of as you call it in America, the dad bod. Yeah, could be a little bit dad bod, but but it's good looking on the face and he's tall, that kind of thing. So that's the vibe, because that particular look here in Venezuela, regardless if beyond dating, if you show up in a restaurant or an hotel or doing business, anything like that, that's a look of status. And actually, some of those guys that look like that also can be broke, by the way. But it's a funny thing, though. So that status look, aesthetic status look, usually European, Mediterranean, but also has to be combined with certain outfits, by the way. So if you're from Europe and you have the look, you have to combine it with certain outfits. Please don't come as a tourist. Don't come looking as a tourist. If you combine it with the outfit, everyone's going to think you're a high baller here. But anyways, that's particular the look. Now, if you don't fit that particular look, doesn't mean it's over, no. It doesn't mean at all. But it's kind of that's the apex predator here in Venezuela regarding dating, if you have that particular European, Italian, Caucasian look. The main conclusion, if you come here and you have this particular habit of working out, waking up very early and taking the cold showers and the cold plunges and doing the meal prep, that kind of thing, if you have the result, yeah, that's an asset. It's not going to be as valuable as you might think. For instance, in the US, I know it's valuable because let's say there's a lot of overweight people. And of course, if you look good in shape, of course, that gives you value. Because in the US, remember, US values skills a lot. In Venezuela, it's not the case. We value here status and having the things. Not what you have, not what you do, is what you have. So if you have the results of that guy, you're going to be pretty much fine. It's going to help you, not as much as you might think, but at the end of the day, talking about your habits and that kind of thing, or showing your habits and that kind of thing, that is not going to impress anybody. Maybe some, let's say, groupie of this particular fitness influencer, you're going to impress another guy similar to you. But at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, it's an asset, yes, but gives you, at the end of the day, on average, a low ROI.
Thank you for watching Venezuela Insider. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on social media. If you want to work with us, VenezuelaInsider.com. Thanks again, and have a nice day.